Hey babes, what I'm going to discuss right now is the concept of baiting. What baiting means is one person on your team plus another person on your team plus one enemy on the other team. Person one on your team is the bait. We're going to think about the fishing analogy. Person two on your team is the fisherman. Or fisherwoman, we'll just say fisherman for short. Person on the other team is the fish, and what we're going to try to do today is catch the fish. So person one on your team goes out, beats the bait, distracts, looks like, hey look, it's me, look at me. Meanwhile, the person on the other team is thinking, hey, I want that bait, look at that worm, I'm a fish, I'm hungry for the worm. And the other person on your team is the fisherman, sees the fish get caught up by the bait, snags in the fish by shooting them while they're distracted. How this works for your team is if you are pushing out, you're being the bait, you're saying, hey, I'm baiting, then the person on your team can be aware of this and then push with no fear because they know they're not going to be shot back at the moment. And for a brief window, they can shoot freely at the other person and just try to take them down quickly. Meanwhile, you as the bait know that you're baiting, so you're not really looking to kill. What you're looking to do is to get away and not be caught out. How this can hurt your team is if you're baiting without realizing it as a fisherman, then your teammates going out there, they're looking to bait, they're looking to challenge and like try to fight the person and get away to distract. And worst case scenario is the fisherman's bad and doesn't make it on time. Your teammate dies, fish gets away, and everybody's just super sad together, except for the guy on the other team. How it can also hurt your team is if you don't realize you're baiting and you go out there and challenge for too long and don't get behind cover, trusting your teammate is going to finish up and be a proper fisherman, then you can die for no reason. Why? Your teammate can go and cover it for you. Just go and pull back for a little bit, let them do the rest. And then you can maybe realize that maybe you're now the fisherman and go finish up while your teammate becomes the new bait. How this can help your team is obviously two people shooting at the same person at the same time does a lot of damage compared to one person shooting at one person. So your team will have the faster kill time, which gives you basically the guaranteed kill considering that you don't miss shots simply. And this overall just gives your team the advantage in those 2v1s to properly execute and always be successful coming out on top. This is a big reason why I always say that if you're in a 2v1 or a 3v2 or whatever outnumbering the enemy team, you really should always win. There never should be a time that your team doesn't actually win when you're outnumbering the opposition. While you come in and shoot with your teammate, or following up on your teammate. You're going to be there for your teammate. They know you're going to be there for them. So you clean up, get that kill. So at the very least, you trade kills. But while you trade kills with each other, your team has a person there covering the orbs and the map control. And you got assist points if it's not elimination, but it's like control or something like that. More points for your team. No matter what game type you're playing, it's going to help your team. So what to take from this is to always be mindful of where your teammate is compared to the other team. Always look to maybe be the bait and call it you're being a bait for your teammate, or look to be the fisherman to follow up on your teammate being the bait and take out that fish yourself. And remember, sometimes in the middle of a fight, your role as fisherman or bait may swap. Be mindful of when this may happen. So you might want to get out or get back in, respectively to what your previous or new roles are. Always be mindful of this ebb and flow, this bait and switch strategy. It's very common across all high-level play of PvP. A lot of people do it subconsciously without realizing they're doing it. If you're mindful of this and always purposely baiting with your team effectively, you should be able to win every outnumbering situation in every game type. Hopefully this video helped you in some way. Thank you so much for being you, and thank you for watching. Adios, citizens.